All right, because I think last week, I'm not sure how you guys operate, but me and my wife, Todd Gutner, over at 6, I love Gutner.
Yeah.
One of the all-time best. I think we'll all agree.
Absolutely.
He starts in with his shock and awe on the report, right? And my wife goes, yeah, this is not going to be anything, Bob. Nothing developing on this. She goes, go back to Shark Tank. So I go, do not take what Gutner says lightly.
Right.
I go, the guy is a wizard, right? So she goes, it's not going to be anything. 3 o'clock in the morning, a birch comes through the window.
Oh no.
And I go, it's not going to be anything, huh? Seems to be developing. So I'm in the living room with my underwears and a chainsaw and my flip-flops.
Of course.
No.
Yeah, and she's yelling at me, you need to put some clothes on. I go, are you clothes? That's your biggest concern right now? There's a tree in the living room.
Oh, no.
We could be on the Titanic and it could be sinking and my wife could be going, are you going to wear that?
Right.
Are you serious, Bob? Are you going to wear that? And so we lost power. A big main thing is competition and how long you lost power.
It's true.
My friend said, how long did you lose power for, Marley? I go, we were out for like 2 days. 2 days, you sicken me. I lost it for 7 days straight. Wow. I ate half my family.
Yeah.
I was just...
Yeah, competing.
My mother called me. I'm out of power. I go, come up to my house, Mom. We have a generator. I don't need you people and your generator. I'm fine down here. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got a hot tea without the bag. I'm in the shower right now. I'm going to sponge. I go, okay, you do that. I'm going to go throw up in the other room. Oh, my God. What the heck, Ma?
No.
But we live here, and this is what it is. And people that live here pacify themselves. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I love Maine. It's great. I'm never going to leave. You know, it's awesome. Except for, like, December, January, February, March, April, half of May. Half the year really sucks.
True.
Yeah, half my life now that I think about it has not been great. That's what we say. Like, who else lives like that? It's fine. Once we get through these 4 months, we'll be fine. Like,
every year.
You shouldn't live like that.
That's wrong.
Like, we tell ourselves that ice fishing's fun because that's to pacify. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. No, it's not. You're sitting in a shack. You're an alcoholic. You clearly hate your family. You're sitting in a shack every Saturday and Sunday staring at a hole. Hey, Daddy, can you take me to see the Star Wars movie? No, you know I'm a hole looker.
Oh.
I look at my hole every Saturday and Sunday. Daddy goes out and looks at his hole.
Oh, no.
I mean, come on, man. But anyway.
How are you, man?
I'm good. We made it through.
We did.
You mentioned the veterans right off the top of the show here. Off the top.
Right off the top of the show.
So we have the big Merrill Auditorium shows coming up in honor of our veterans and active duty military.
Yep.
If you go over to the box office today on Myrtle Street, downtown Portland at Port Tix, there at Merrill Auditorium, you're going to get 2 free tickets to the show. You just show them a military ID or veterans card, and you're going to get 2 free tickets to my holiday show in Portland. So if you have questions,
awesome.
I'm going to put it up on my Facebook page.
Yep.
But if you have questions or anything, you can call 842-0800 or go to porttix.com. But just show up down there. You do have to be in person.
Yep.
And they'll give you the tickets. They'll give you a pair of tickets. You can't go down and go, I need 17, please. You know. And while supplies last. So I think there's 200 or 300 tickets to give away. So there's quite a bit. And we just love our military, active duty veterans. They're awesome. Those guys are awesome.
Oh, they're amazing. And Bob has done this for a couple of years now. 3 shows, the 29th, 30th, and 31st at Merrill Auditorium. Always the highlight. How many years now,
18 years.
Come on.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a recap of the year. So there's always stuff. I always set the show. We talk about this, and then things are, like the Underwear Bandit in Limerick. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
A couple questions about that one.
I started counting my panties. I know I'm not alone.
Couple questions, though. If you were an underwear bandit and you had to pick a starting point, would it be Limerick? Would you look at Limerick and go, that's a hot spot?
Yeah.
I bet that's a good starting point. So 75 pairs of underwears went missing in Limerick.
But laundry's still out on the line in Limerick.
So they caught the suspect. It was the 13-year-old boy, which is apparently the little fella didn't have Wi-Fi. Right? There's other ways to work your problems out.
Yeah, right?
And I say leave the kid alone, right? He had 75 pairs of underwears in the woods. Maybe he was making a quilt or something.
Sure.
Trying to, warm himself up for the winter.
Sure.
It's horrible, right? It's just one of those. You have to admit, though, if you were a lady from Limerick and you got your underwear stolen, that's flattering.
Absolutely.
You know they're down at the Limerick Shaws. Walking around. Hi, Judy. How are you? Pretty good, Teresa. How are you? What's been going on? Nothing. I was broken into, you know. I'm looking pretty good. I've been staying off of bread, so I think that's why. I got my own. You know, there's one lady in Limerick that's pissed she didn't get broken into.
Oh, my
She's like,
God.
what's wrong with me?
Oh my!
So the news cameras were down there. Anytime something breaks in Maine, they go to Cumberland Farms for the interviews. Yep. And they interview this old guy from Limerick. I don't know if you saw it, but he came out and they go, "Can I ask you about the underwear bin?" The guy goes, "Bring him in here. You tell him to come in my house because I'm open right now. He wants to come in. He's going to find out what it is. You tell him don't be shy. I'll give you my address if you want. He can break in here right now and that'll put an end to him." Then he interviewed another lady. She was heavyset. She was rugged. You know, heavyset is a Maine term, just a polite term, means a little bit bigger.
Yep.
Because in Maine we're polite. You know, like my sister dated the guy at the B&M Baked Bean Factory.
Yeah.
And I said, "Mom, what is he like?" She goes, "Well, you know, he's heavyset and you know, he's kind of simple." Oh, okay, so he's dumb. He's kind of plain looking. Oh, so he's ugly. And he doesn't mind having a few. So, okay, so he's a fat, dumb, ugly alcoholic? Is that what you're telling me? But anyway, she was kind of heavy-sat, and she was on the news, and she was one of the victims, and she goes, "He broke into my house, and he took my freedom and my underwears." I'm like, well, maybe he was making a hammock. I don't know. Maybe he was taking your underwears, and he was dragging all the underwears in the woods.
Oh, my
or something.
God.
Maybe he was fighting the Vikings, and he made a big slingshot. I don't know. I don't. So anyway,
Bob.
the kids are good.
Good, man.
Everybody's good.
Doesn't Bob look good?
You look so good. Hey, here's another treat if you're going to go to one of his shows.
Mm-hmm.
Bob has been working out.
Oh,
But
You look like you're 17.
oh, dude, thank you.
Family's good though.
Hot in here.
Yeah.
Family's really good. Everybody's good. The kids are good. My daughter's 17 now.
Wow.
Abby, yeah, she went to Guatemala this past summer. She comes to me, she goes, "Dad, I'm going to Guatemala." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I mean, why wouldn't you?"
Right.
You're 17. I didn't go. I went to Portsmouth. That was my biggest trip.
Sure.
Right, yeah.
So different.
I got on a plane when I was 25 and went through to Providence.
Right.
Imagine my excitement. Oh, my God, Providence. I could have drove here in less time.
Yeah.
Here I am. I go, "What are you doing down there anyway?" Because they don't consult me. My wife and my daughter, they never consult. You know me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't consult me either.
I wouldn't.
I go, "What are you going to do down there?" "I'm building houses. I'm working on the water quality and teaching kids English." I'm like, "Mother Teresa, oh my God." She goes, "Dad, you weren't doing this type of stuff when you were 16? I go, "Oh, yeah, we were always, out there in the community." I'm lying to her.
Sure.
Yeah.
You
I
have
can't
to.
tell her the truth.
No, God,
Oh,
no.
yeah, me and Uncle Mike, we were in the Burger King parking lot trying to light our farts on fire.
Yes.
We go down there every Saturday night, pound a couple beers, pile drive some Whoppers, sit out in front of the dumpster, get a Bic lighter out, and torch it up. That was a proud call from the police department to my father, by the way.
They got you?
Mr. Marley, Portland Police Department. We got your son down here. I could just hear my dad yelling through the phone. "What's he done now? What's he done now?" We caught him. His rear end was on fire at the Burger King parking lot.
Oh, my God.
And I could just hear my dad. You just hear my dad going, "That's not right. He's not right."
He's not right.
And we would try to pick up girls. They'd drive through because everybody hung out at Burger King in North Deeren.
Yeah.
So all the girls would drive through, and I'd be on the ground, legs are spread. my buddy Mike with a Bic lighter, and then I'd see a girl from high school. I go, Charlene, prom. Watch this first. And then tell me you don't want to go to the prom with me.
Fire in the hole.
Yep, fire in the hole. Fire in the hole, baby.